Thank you, Gautam, for joining us and being part of the Leadership Lens series of the Global Transaction Review Group at A&M. Gautam, you've had a very successful journey on the investment side, having spent a long stint at Apex, been part of very successful transactions, and now you've embarked on an interesting entrepreneurial journey. So, Gautam, can you just talk through what you've seen the deal landscape change over the years? I think when we started off, we saw deals being more smaller in size, more minority transactions, more growth-oriented transactions. As we've seen the economy mature, transaction mature, companies mature, investors mature, we've seen a lot of more buyouts, a lot of more complex transactions. How have you seen the transaction journey through your career?
Yeah, sure, Bhavik. So when we started our office as Apex in India in 2007, only 5% of the deals were buyouts. Right? As we speak, majority of the deals are buyouts. A few things have changed, both as an investor but also as a recipient of money. So as investors, the industry has become far more segmented. So each of the investors have also chosen their sweet spots depending on what has worked for them elsewhere and what has been their success rate in those specific areas in India. So when you think about a particular firm, you know exactly where they are likely to play. Similarly, on the promoter side as well, promoters have sort of started to make more of a holistic call on choice of partner, which goes beyond just the headline valuation. So now it's about cultural attunement, it's about global portfolio that sort of can add value to the local company. It's about their networks, style of partnership, etc. So people have understood each other very well. And finally, I would say the ecosystem has also evolved. So now the regulators are becoming more aware of what it means from a regulatory perspective and private equity, so far as private equity is concerned. So the regulations are still evolving, but overall the entire kind of ecosystem has undergone a shift.
Oh, that's very interesting. So you're saying now gone are the days when it was only valuation which was paramount in any deal. It's more about cultural fit. It's more about what value you as an investor bring on the table to the promoter and vice versa. And hence, when you're now looking at transactions, right, and working with advisors, do you see any difference in the way due diligence are being done? How y'all are looking at advice from advisors?
From a diligence perspective, now what is becoming more important is not the history of any particular company. What is equally, if not more important, is what is the value creation plan. And what are the ingredients that go into it. So that has become very important. Also, investors have started to take more of a long-term view. It's interesting time for Indian promoters because a lot of things are in flux. The geopolitics are in flux. Technology is kind of creating real changes to their business models. So they are also looking for partners who can help them navigate through these changes. And as investors, the key question that all ICs are asking is not about the historical performance of the company. It's about what do you do with this company after you acquired it, and what will go into driving value creation from here on. So that is one aspect in terms of the focus, which is what is going to lead to value creation from here on. Also, a few sort of sour experiences in terms of governance has led to a lot more focus on forensic diligence. To make sure that the intents are good, that the incentives are aligned, and all the hygiene around what goes into constituting good governance. So that has become quite critical from a partnership perspective.
Oh, that's very interesting, and I think we are aligned. We are seeing something very similar. So Gautam, thank you so much for your time. Very, very insightful conversation. We appreciate you coming here and joining us for this conversation.
Thank you, Bhavik. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gautam.